Money Matters is sponsored by Winona National Bank. Personalized banking.
Everyone's heard of a home equity line of credit from Winona National Bank, but did you know that you can use the money for anything? Like putting that new addition on the house. Want to get in shape? Use it for a gym membership. Take the kids on an amazing fishing trip. Or use it as capital to start a new business. You can even pay a bunch of aunts to pose in dramatic scenes to make your commercial more interesting. It's all possible with a home equity line of credit. Call a personal banker today at 1-800-546-4392. Winona National Bank, personalized banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're talking with Kathy Solom about estate planning, something that we all should do. Kathy, thanks for being with us today. And is there a particular time when we should start thinking about estate planning, and is it necessary?
It is necessary, and right now is the best time to start. It's never too early to start thinking about estate planning and coming up with your plan. And it can, however, be too late should you die without a plan. Estate planning is very easy, and it's not just for the wealthy people. When my children turned 18, I had each of them sit down and come up with their own estate plans.
What happens if I die and I don't have an estate plan?
That we should not let happen. It's very simple to do an estate plan, and if you don't have an estate plan when you die, the government will decide where your assets go, who becomes the guardian of your minor children if you have any. So it's very easy, and we shouldn't let that happen to you.
What types of expenses does an estate plan cover?
Estate planning is a broad term. It can cover a lot of things. The basics things, though, it covers what your assets are, who they go to, when they go to them. It can cover things like your guardian of your minor children, who you're going to name as the representative or the trustee of your trust, so who's in charge of your estate when you die. And those are the most common things. A couple other things that you can cover, though, are prepaid funeral plans, how you want your funeral to be held. Also, you may want a power of attorney, and an important thing also is the healthcare directive. What happens when you become incapacitated and you're in an accident? What can you do at that time?
What's the difference then between an estate plan and a will?
A will can be part of an estate plan. It's just a piece of it. Estate plans covers these other things we talked about. A will determines a couple of those things: who gets your assets, who's in charge of it. In addition, it can talk about the guardianship of your children. You can also do these objectives by having a trust or by properly titling your assets. So a will is just a sub-part of your estate plan.
So how do I get started with my estate plan? What's the first step I need to take? The
first step is to come up with a list of your assets. Do you have a car, a home, a vacation house? Do you have retirement accounts or IRAs? Do you have life insurance at work or outside of work? Another important thing is to come up with who you want to be the guardian of your children. That's a pretty important decision to make. Another important decision is who do you want to be in charge of your estate once you die? And then also, once you've come up with these list of assets and these decisions, how do you want the people to live? How do you want these charitable organizations or these schools or churches that you've helped during your lifetime, how do you involve them in your estate, and how are you going to pass along your items to them? Once you've come up with these ideas or given it some thought, then you should call your team together, your advisor, your accountant, your attorney, and they can help you devise a plan to meet those goals.
What about taxes? How do they figure into an estate plan?
Taxes are a subset, again, of the estate plan. There's certain limitations in those. The government passes legislation, and those can change from time to time. So that's something you should think about, but it shouldn't be the overriding thing in your estate plan. What you should do is come up with your goals and those other items we talked about first, and then a good team, estate planning team, will help you incorporate those as well as tax savings into your plan.
Thank you so much for talking with us about what can be kind of a difficult topic to discuss. Thanks, Kathy.
Great, thanks.